If you have a sewing machine and a couple of extra tools, you can totally make your own shoes from home. The first thing I did when making these pumps was to amend my pattern to have a slightly raised top line. This ballet pump pattern's actually a free download on the ICANMAKESHOES website. You then simply trace out your pattern onto your lining and your upper and then cut them out. I'm using a real suede and leather for my uppers, but you could totally use faux leathers and suedes or fabric if you want to keep things a bit cheaper. Then I'm just hopping onto my sewing machine, which by the way, I thread up with a polyester thread instead of cotton because cotton does this. More often than not, you can use the needle that comes with your sewing machine, but if it is struggling a little bit, you can always switch it for a denim or a leather needle. And then I just sew up all the seams in the top lines. The next step is to last your lining over the shoemaking last. My shoemaking last is one of my own brands, but you can pick these up secondhand if you're on a budget. Now, I like my shoes to hold their shape, so I chose to insert stiffeners, which this looks a little bit scary, but they're literally just thermoplastic inserts that you heat up and put in the toe and heel of the shoe. And it means that your shoes will hold their shape when you remove the lasts. But if you want your pumps to be super soft, you can totally just leave this step out. Then it's time to last the upper, and this is the step where your shoes really start to take the shape. Then to keep things easy, I like to use my pre-made resin soles as they give the shoe such a clean and professional finish. You simply glue these on with a stronger shoemaking adhesive. But if you don't have access to these, you can simply cut out your own using any resin sole sheeting. Then there's just a few finishing touches, a little clean, and you have a finished pair of shoes.